yes, 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 yes. Good boy. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa. 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 Toasty.
Okay.
Ah! Ah!
All right, it's been a while since I picked up the camera, but as you guys were watching, I got this front hoop all finished up, mounted in, and I set the roof up on it. So it fits right in there where it's supposed to on the roof. All the bends were good and everything mounted up well where it's supposed to on the original mounting points. This was the hardest part, definitely getting these drilled right. And then you guys saw I made this out of 3 pieces instead of bending the whole hoop, and I'm glad I did it that way because I was able to get these in place and then adjust the center section for the width of the roof. That wasn't too bad. I was able to get those welds on there. That was giving me some fits, but we got it all done. And yeah, I put a little bit more angle into this bend here to make the windshield slanted backwards, because before it was going straight up here and that moves the roof forward, so there wasn't as much coverage back here where you're actually sitting. So changed that, and yeah, took a lot longer than I thought it would, but I wanted to get it all right and look real nice, and I think it turned out really good. Got the roof up there mocked up with the crane. Love that thing so much. So I'll be able to start working on these bottom pieces, which are going to be a little bit more of a pain because they're going to have to come up from here, bend up, and then go that way, because this spot here is different than the other roof. Or maybe I'll do something different and have the pieces come out here and then notch it with some tubes and make it a little easier on myself. But yeah, turned out pretty good. I like it. It's gonna look sick when it's all done and black and powder coated and not on wheels like this.
Alrighty, so we are back in the shop today. We've been on our Christmas break for a couple weeks, and I work for Boeing. Normally I'm supposed to have 2 weeks off, a week and a half off during the break to be able to have time to do stuff with the family and hang out and stuff, but I have been on massive overtime this entire break. So I've been working every single day and I've had no time. It's New Year's Eve and we've had a really good fun year, and I actually get today and tomorrow off, so that's cool. But thank all and every single one of you guys that have been watching and hanging out and subscribing and liking all of our videos. We really appreciate it. And we're just going to keep going into next year. So stay tuned and stick with us. So we are doing some stuff today on the cart. As you can see, and as you already have seen, the roof and top are almost done. Carlton ran out of tubing. So Carlton's doing all the tubing. I take zero credit for any of the tubing. That's all Carlton. He wanted to get some stuff done while I was working, and this would be the perfect thing for him to do. So he's been rocking it out on that, but we ran out of 1-inch tube. So we have more of that coming on Tuesday. Right now it's Saturday. So that'll get finished up then. There's still a couple things that I can do. I need to finish up the mounting of the underglow on this side and the back, so that way that's completely done. We also have to finalize what we're doing with the new switch panel and how that's going to work. We haven't figured that out yet, and that's kind of our big thing that we have to figure out. But as far as what I'm doing today, I'm going to finish mounting those two things, and I'm going to actually work on the seats. So as you can see, I just got started and created a template for the back, the seat back. That is going to replace this wood piece that was completely rotted out and nasty. So as you can see, it definitely needs to be replaced. It's all flimsy and gross. So that new wood piece is going to get replaced. Seat cushion's going to go on, which is still usable. Seat heaters are going to go on. And then we got brand new seat leathers. So seat covers. And those are going to go on too. And we're going to use my new stapler, Milwaukee stapler that I got for Christmas, and get those all stapled on. So that's the goal today. Get the seats done, completely installed, ready to roll, and get all of the underglow fully mounted. I don't know what Carlton's doing. There's not much more for him to do without any tubes. So we'll also get those riveted on. I got the correct rivets for the side skirts, so we'll get those riveted on as well. Let's get to it. Alrighty, got the rivets in.
I can't hear you though.
I know.
Jet plane's going.
One more thing marked off the list. Those look good. So these pieces still need to get wire wheeled completely. Where are they at, Dan? They need to get wire wheeled because this cart had a fire on it, so there was some melted plastic. So as you can see, yeah, it's gonna take some work to clean those up, but they need to get fully wire wheeled and then powder coated. Just add it to the list.
Add to the list.
All right, time to cut out the template. All right, got it all cut out, and as you saw on the time lapse, I had to do a little bit of trimming. Still gonna be a nice tight fit, but should be okay. Because I gotta remember that, you know, obviously the seat cushion goes on, and then once we put the seat cover on, it's gonna kind of cinch it tight. So this will be the fun part, something that I've never really done before. But time to bust out the new Milwaukee staple gun and give her a shot. You've done upholstery stuff before, kind of. Not like this, but like headliner and your dash and stuff. So you're here ready to help. Professional.
I hope that this is much better than doing that dash. That dash was the worst thing I've ever done.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll never do that again.
Maybe we need Kayla out here to help us.
Yeah.
She's got the skill. All right, let's try it.
Switch panel.
What?
It's like the switch panel.
All right, so come to find out, these are like just seat covers. So I think they're meant to, you keep the stock leather part on and then you put these over them. Well, it's obviously a super tight fit and we will be able to make it work. However, we put it on here and we forgot one thing.
Don't trust the internet.
Yeah, that too. We forgot the seat heaters. So it's okay because now we know kind of how it's going to work. And it will work, but we got to get the seat heaters in there. So the heat heaters. Let's work on that. All right, the unveiling. Let's see it. Boom! There it is.
He stole the idea from my door panels.
Yeah. So these don't really fit the plastic piece very well, but that's has nothing to do with anything. It's just kind of how the foam is and sucks in, but it doesn't matter. I mean, that's just the backing piece. Drill little holes right there for the seat heater wiring. And when you toss it on, boom, boom, perfect, dude. Hell yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with that. There it is. Looks good, dude. I'm pretty pumped with it, honestly.
That's good.
Except for that. I didn't clean up well, but I need some of that back to black for this guy. Once we get that, clean that up, that'll look good. Hell yeah. I'm pumped on that. I'm happy. It's gonna be sweet with the seat warmers too. All right, time for the bottom one. And this one, originally I was going to do a new wood plate for it, a new bottom backing plate for the wood. However, I noticed that this one has inserts in it for the seat handles. So it's got inserts on all four sides, and I don't really want to mess with this. This one isn't as bad as the other one was. I mean, this one's still a solid piece of wood. I need to clean it all up and get all the staples out of it. That one isn't as bad as that thing that's like completely toast. Now, the only downfall is when you flip the seat up, you're gonna see this. So it doesn't look too bad, but I don't want that. I want you to see something better. Now, tell me what you think. Do you think that it would get too hot if I put a piece of leather there? No? Don't think it'll get too hot in the engine bay? Because, if you remember from the Brutus video, I have some leftover vinyl that would look good on the bottom. And I think I have a perfect piece that just needs to get cleaned up. Boom. It won't have to cover the whole thing because the seat cover will come over it. Some red gator skin, dude. Yes, we did put the cushion on, or the cover on first on purpose, because we wanted to see if we would be able to have enough fabric to fit the gator skin. It's short. So unfortunately, it's just not wide enough, so the gator skin will not be going on, which kind of sucks. So now the question is, do we leave it bare wood, or do we do some spray paint on it? I don't know. Do you think spray paint would actually look good?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It doesn't look bad now that I sanded it a little bit, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I could do? I have black stain, but I also don't want the stain to get hot and then stink.
True.
I don't know.
If you're gonna do anything, I think it would be just some spray paint or paint or whatever.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is we'll take everything back off, obviously, because we have to anyways, and I'm gonna sand it a little bit more and just kind of see how it looks, and then I think we might just roll with it. Might just leave her. And one thing that's nice that we noticed when we were thinking about the wiring is we have holes in the wood already, but not in the cushion. However, I think if we run, the only downfall is I think those seat heaters are going to be better to run vertical instead of horizontal. Well, yeah, I think vertical. Actually, can you grab one of them? Just to kind of eyeball it to see. Yeah. See, I want to run it like that because it would work perfect for the hole. Because we could drill through the foam and it would be nice and easy.
That's where your butt cheeks are going to be.
That's where your butt cheeks are mostly. You're right. You are right. Oh, that interferes with our holes for the mount.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's on the opposite side.
Yeah.
All right. Decision made. So we are going to run them horizontal and we will drill through the foam. These will obviously be on the in between the cushion and the cover, and then we'll run them right through here. They'll pop out on this side. This is going to be the front, so they'll roll right to the back, and then down through the back for the wiring. she is. Hell yeah, dude. Looks really good. Yeah, doesn't look bad at all. Time for a test fit?
Test fit.
One-handed?
One-handed, we're gonna go through the tube.
Oh, baby. Dude, that changes the whole look of the cart. No way.
That looks sick.
That looks good. Look at that. What do you think, buddy? Trying to figure out where the clips go.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's only one thing left to do.
You take your shoes off?
I mean, I can't get the brand new mat dirty. Oh my God, dude, I feel right at home.
Careful.
Yeah, that's not attached all the way. Dude.
Roof's high enough too, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Dude, I'm pumped. Oh yeah, this is nice. Sweet. Come on, dude.
Keep touching.
Jump on in.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, get on, lean back.
Why is my seat cold?
Got a little bit of wiring to do.
Yeah.
Nice though.
Looks good.
Yeah, looks good. I'm happy with it.
Looks better than the other one that we did a wrap job on.
Yeah. My last golf cart, we wrapped it, and golf cart videos are coming to an end, guys. I know some of you are enjoying them. We got a lot of new subscribers that are. Carlton's not. We had a lot of new subscribers that are golf cart people, so that's pretty cool. And hopefully you guys stick around. I hope they didn't hear that. Hopefully you all stick around, you know, when we start up the car videos, because that'll be coming up here shortly. So next up is we need to mount the rest of the underglow. Carlton and I decided that not only do we need to mount the rest of the underglow and get all the wiring stuff ready to go, along with the seats. I gotta tie these up too because I don't want these hanging down. I'll zip tie those. There's your two that are gonna run to the front and down, and two in the back right there. But we discussed a couple things and came to a conclusion that we need to get all the wiring stuff ready to go, which we don't have much more. I need to mount this back underglow, right side underglow, mount two speakers, and the light bars that are going to go on top and the pods that are going to go on the back. We need to get everything mounted, ready to roll, and then we are going to figure out the wiring situation after that. We have to go with a different switch panel and a different fuse box because this one cannot handle it, and we kind of realized that. So with that being said, it's not going to look as cool unless I find one that's similar to this one, because I really, really like this one. I really do. I really like how everything's set up just like that on a cool little panel, but it's just this fuse box just can't handle it for some reason. So we even put the compressor on a relay to not have to blow up that fuse box, and it just can't handle it. So
all right. Okay. Tube is bent. It is drilled and mounted in. It looks good. I was having a hard time because I was looking at this from back here. And I'm like, dude, why does it look lopsided? Like, everything measures the same. All the bends are right. It looks good. There's nothing wrong with it. Why does the roof look lopsided? Oh, yeah. I'll do it. So, it turned out good. I hope everything is level. I haven't put a level on it for that reason, because I'm really just looking at it here. But everything looks good. Like, I knew we were good across here. This is the only one I don't think I ever measured to make sure it was level. But we were built literally dead nuts to the other frame, so I think we were pretty damn good there. Everything works good, looks good. It sets right down in there. It's actually it doesn't have any tension on it right now, and it's just perfect. One problem. I was off, and I'll admit it, I was off by maybe an inch on these tubes, which sucks because we were just, well, you can't see, barely off on these mounting holes. Like, so close. Almost perfect. Yeah, that's a bummer. And the reason I can't do anything is because of the way these uprights are here. I can't pull this tube out and hold the roof, and I can't slide the roof that way because we're tight on the inside on that side too. So it's really set in place right now. So I'm gonna have to figure something out there. My game plan is to make sure that we're centered on this front bar now that that's tight, because it kind of looks like it could slide this way a little. We're gonna make sure everything's square here with this bar. Make sure it's good. I'm gonna get it mounted. As you can see, it looks like it's a little bit off here, but I can just pull this forward and mount it in. So we're gonna do that first. And it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna work out because the whole idea is we're gonna have enough tension on those bars that's really gonna hold together and not be super wiggly and loose at the end of it. All right, we're back out here and we're getting the roof mounted. As you guys saw, we got the tube, blah, blah, blah. And I actually mounted the front this morning. I wasn't filming because I was trying to get it done real quick before I had to go. Got those holes drilled, just have 1/4 bolts in here right now. Just trying to maintain the position. We're gonna work on this one. And last you guys saw, I was off on these holes. And what I decided to do is I'm gonna make a sacrificial 1-inch tube that we won't use for the speakers. But I'm gonna use this, gonna notch it a little bit and shove it between on these. And that's gonna push it out, and then I will drill the holes and mount it. But actually the first thing we're gonna do is tear this one off, add that extra little inch to it, and go from there. It's all mounted. Took a little bit of shimming back here. But yeah, I think it looks really good. It turned out really well. Pretty fun little quick tube project. So in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get the rack from upstairs. I'm gonna bring it down. And I think the first thing I'm gonna do is look at how I can mount it on the roof. I'm gonna start there, and then after that, work on getting the light bar mounted and work on getting the pods mounted, which I might have to make some aluminum tabs for. So that's next. All right, so roof rack is mounted. Went with the rib nuts in there. Got them drilled out inside. Rib nuts put into the roof. And yeah, it's pretty good. We need some different bolts before we really tighten down, but it seems pretty good. And then got the light bar in. Got it shimmed on each side with some Done? Got it shimmed on each side with some washers so it fits right there in the center. Works out pretty good on the roof rack. I like it. So that's all done and everything's mounted. I think he's ready to go inside. Yeah, I think that's about it for tonight, what I can do. And the only other thing we need to do is get our tube here for our speakers, and then everything is basically mounted. So that's rad. See you guys next time.